Guys, man, we have an epic stream for you today. Gotta get my light on. We are gonna make history today here, live on stream. We are about to make history. I am so freaking excited. What I'm gonna do here is we're gonna get this countdown going. 5-minute countdown, because we gotta let the people trickle in. Okay. Bane, good to see you, bro. Let's get the audio checks and make sure that the stream's live on all platforms. In 5 minutes, I will officially kick us off. And we guys, I can't even begin to explain. Last night I was laying in bed. It was about midnight. And by midnight, I had already been laying in bed for half an hour. And I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep because I was so excited for the stream that we are about to do today. All right, awesome. Good to see you on YouTube. Looks like we are live on Kicking YouTube right now. We also went live on Twitch. For those of you guys who it's your first time here, my name's William Samasegi, and on this stream, you guys are going to get to see the raw behind the scenes, the unfiltered, what it's like building companies. You're going to watch me build products. You're going to watch me close deals. You're going to watch me build something from the ground up. And this is not showing you how to do it when you have a team of 20, 30, 40, 50 people. You guys are going to watch me, of course, do that, but you guys are going to see me grinding. I'm going to grind because I think that it's always great for the person who's been through it to go back and start from ground zero and show what it's like. Show that they still have the skills. They still have the ability to execute. And that is what we're doing on this stream. Imagine you don't have millions of dollars in venture capital backing, and you're not able to just go and tell a number of minions to go build something. It's up to you. It's up to you to go and build what needs to be built. It's up to you to go and make it happen. And you don't know how to program. You don't have any of these skills. You've never built anything in your life. But that's okay, because I show you that even though I'm not programming any of this stuff, how we can launch applications and how we can build something. Just a couple days ago, on the first build stream that I did for this product, started with nothing. Started with an idea, but we had an idea with clarity. And if you have an idea with clarity, you can do exactly what we did. I've got a background in Bitcoin. I thought, let's build this Bitcoin app, this Bitcoin use case. That app is basically a website that lets you or anyone else go on and make a prediction. Put your money where your mouth is on what's going to happen to the price of Bitcoin. There's a countdown timer, similar to the one on screen, and very simple user interface. People are going to go there to bet whether the price is going up or going down. How do we do this? Well, you need the crypto functionality. You need a very clean website. When people go to the website, they need to know what you're doing. There's a whole number of things, but we are clear on the vision for the product. And if you're clear on what you want to build, then you can do exactly what we did to build. Go and watch those 2 streams. I will probably take these down, if I'm being completely real. Once these channels start to blow up, I will have to likely take these down because the information in them is a huge competitive advantage for you and me if you're watching right now. But the community is still small, so they are up for the time being. Go check out those 2 streams. And if you don't want to go check them out right now, come check this out. Yes, I agree, Bane. Anyone can do this. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. Yesterday I was saying, look, guys, this is one of the hardest parts. You see the Control C button. and the Control V button. You need to know how to copy and paste. And the other very important skill you need is you need to know how to take a screenshot on your laptop. If you can do these things, then I think that you can do this. All right, Ayush, what's up, dude? What's up? Made it just in time. We are about to start. The countdown's coming down. All right, there we go. Right on the end of the song, too. I didn't even plan that. Look at that. Okay, guys. So as a quick reminder, I want to show everyone where we are at. So this is the product that we are building on Replit. If you guys remember, I'm going to get this pulled up here. We had gotten to a natural stopping point where we needed to restart the computer for an install of Ubuntu and Linux. Well, I restarted the computer and I was so tempted to continue going, but I didn't. I waited until now. So now we're back in the fire and we are going to forge an ironclad product here. So I'm going to just, you know what, in case you weren't at the last stream, I just want to show you, we're going to click around a little bit. This is what the product that we built. It's not fully functional yet with real money, but this is how it works. Gives a countdown. Will the price close above whatever the price was that gets locked here at this time? It shows the total pool that's been bet up or down. So let's say that we think the Bitcoin's going to be over this. Okay, I want to bet $1,000 that it's going to be over that. Shows the multiplier on my payout. So I can win $1,000 here. You connect your wallet. Oh, working perfectly. Look, this was something that for some reason yesterday, it was popping up in a separate browser. I think it included in our last prompt or something, because now it's popping up here. This is exactly what it needs to do. It's working. Let's go. I don't think we did anything. I don't know why it's working now, but see, sometimes things just work out in your favor. Okay, so, and then you'd link in your, I think I know what it is. When I restarted the computer after the install of the other, anyway, it doesn't matter, it's working. It's working. Okay, so yes, you would connect your wallet and then you try and bet. But all the backend functionality is not there yet, so it can't actually draw the funds to put the money into the pool. And we're almost, you know, we've made some great progress, but there's still some stuff we have to do. Okay, so I'm not going to connect my Phantom wallet right now. Or actually, I built a dummy wallet yesterday, so I don't think there's anything in here. So I think that oh yeah, this is the free account I connected yesterday. All right, look. Guys, the wallet's connected. Let's go. Let's go. All right. All right, Ayush Bain. We're doing great, man. We're doing great. So, guys, you can see the product here. This is what we have. And then if we place $1,000 on up, we don't have $1,000 in this wallet that was just created, but okay. Buffer is not defined. Okay. Okay. And then your bet history. So guys, you know, we're making some great progress here. The wall connection's working. So this is the perfect spot that we're at. I'm going to show the top display now. This is where we left off with ChatGPT. So ChatGPT, if you guys remember, the Phantom wallet for some reason wasn't working properly. So we asked about Phantom. Now it's working, so we can just skip that. Okay. Recommended next phase. So we got to do the install of Ubuntu. We did that. This is exactly where we're at now. This is exactly where we're at. Yeah, Bane, you guys are excited. Guys, I'm excited to get this app working because I would want to use this app. It's gonna be sweet. All right. So Ubuntu. I'm gonna pull Ubuntu back up. Okay, this is the shell. So, okay, recommended next phase. So we ran this. We installed it. Okay, I think we're here. So I'm just, guys, once again, if we learned anything from yesterday, it's when you're not sure about the next step, you take a screenshot and then you ask what to do. So I'm gonna put this in, and I'm gonna say, awesome. So the Phantom wall connection is actually working now. As you can see in the screenshot, I've also shown where we're at with this Windows, PowerShell, Ubuntu stuff. So based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains, what would be the best next step based on where we're at? Thank you. You got to say thank you. You know, if someone's telling you, barking orders at you, and they're not saying thank you, are you going to want to give them good answers? You got to say thank you. Oh, guys, yeah. So as a heads up, I'm using, on the desktop, I'm on Streamlabs. So I can see the messages on Kick and on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, Twitch's chat for some reason on the multi-chat just doesn't work as well. I think I'm going to try and get more people onto YouTube and Kick. Just because it's going to be easier to keep consolidated. But yeah, I can see YouTube and Kick's chat. All right. So guys, once again, you're working with a team of experts. Think of yourself when you're prompting. You have an army of geniuses at your disposal. Right now, you guys are witnessing. We have an army of geniuses at our disposal. We just need to leverage it properly. Yeah. Okay, so in the black PowerShell, create a default. Okay, choose a username. Keep it lowercase. Okay. Okay, so our account name is Will. Okay, I probably should not put, okay, just to show you guys. I put the name as Will. Now it's saying, I gotta type a password. Okay, I'm gonna pull this off screen and I'm going to type a password. All right, let's see here. What the heck? Why is this password not working? Okay, new password. What is going on here? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try again. I was confused because as I was typing, nothing was showing up. I'll give you guys a quick update. I'll show you where I'm at. Look at this. When you try and type the password, look at this. All right, look. I just typed the full password, but nothing was popping up. Now I gotta retype it. I didn't realize that before. All right, password updated. Let's go, baby. Okay, I'm just gonna keep following. When it finishes, you should end up with a okay. That's your, all right, this is my Ubuntu shell. Guys, we're getting so close. Okay, in the Ubuntu prompt, run these commands one block at a time. Okay. All right, so now I think we run this command. Okay. It wants my password. All right, guys, we're professional coders. Look at us. Look at us. Did you guys know that we knew how to code so well? I've never taken a coding class. Never. I knew that coding would be a waste of time. I knew that that skill set wasn't going to work. I knew it would be a waste of time. That's why I didn't take it. Okay, so we installed, I think we installed that. I'm just gonna make this bigger so we okay. Actually, that's too big. Okay. So I want to screenshot this and give it to GPT. Or actually, I think that we just have to install Rust now. Okay, yeah, we're gonna install Rust. This is the other thing that ChatGPT said to install. All right, guys. There we go. I'm going to promote the live on Instagram right now. 1 second. Guys, look at this. We installed Rust. How this is incredible that like we're just doing this. We're doing this no problem. Okay. I'm going to share the Kik link. Let's do this. All right. All right, guys, thank you for bearing with me. Here we go. So guys, Rust is installed. Now guys, this is what we are about to install that wasn't working. What we're about to install right now was what was not working on Replit. So this shows the resilience if this works. We're going to install, I'll show you the top screen so you can see. We've just been following these steps. Remember, we gave this prompt showing up where we're at. We made the password, we installed the tool, now we installed Rust. Now we're about to install Solana, CLI. So we're just gonna copy this, and then I'll take you guys to the bottom. And then we just paste this in here. See, important skill. You need to know how to copy and paste. Oh my God, it says Solana command not found. You may need to run that line again or add it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna screenshot. And we're tossing that back up to the top. And guys, once again, a little trick when you're prompting. Stream of consciousness, okay? Just lay out all your thoughts. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be organized. Bane, what do you think? You're going to finish product today, or do you need another stream? You know, Bane, that is a great question. Guys, the real question, do we think we're going to be able to finish this product on this stream? My goal is to finish on this stream. If I can finish it, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if I can get a working transaction all the way through on the stream, or at least get it done where it's like, okay, maybe we run into an error or two, but we get it. I mean, we're this close. We're so close, okay? I can taste it. All right, awesome. So I have been going through the steps, set the password, and I've been going to install those base tools. I think that it has been working pretty well, but wanted to hear your thoughts on things. It seems like the Solana CLI, we ran into a little potential roadblock, but yeah, please take your time, go through everything in the best way possible, and then let us know the best next steps. Thank you. I swallowed some of this energy drink down the wrong tube. I feel like I need some water. Yeah, guys, we're building a multi-million-dollar product here, live on stream, right in front of your eyes. And then in the future, you guys will see me promote it. Maybe I'll show you how I do some work with my assistant and show how we can promote this. But realistically, I could see this growing very quickly if we just have some. Have you guys heard the term product-led growth? In the chat, if you haven't heard of the term product-led growth, let me know and I will explain it. Okay? I will explain it. I know quite a bit about the subject, and it is one of the keys if you want to have a product or company blow up. All right, this is exactly the same screenshot. The Solana installer can't connect to release installer from your network, so the CLI never gets installed. This isn't you typing anything wrong. It's 99% a network firewall SSL restriction between your machine and release Solana, the Solana download host. Codespaces couldn't reach it. WSL on Windows machine also can't reach it. That also suggests it's your ISP router firewall blocking that domain, not the dev environment. We can not fix that with different commands. It's not a syntax problem. It's your environment can't talk to the server. So the honest situation is your code and setup are great. To actually install, you'll need some environment that can reach release. Let's talk about what that means and the best path forward. Double check optional sanity test. Try Google. If that works, curl, release failed. It's only Solana host is blocked. Again, that wouldn't change our plan. It's just root cause. Okay, use a different network, hotspot, simplest if possible. Connect your machine to a different network. Open a fresh Ubuntu session, rerun the Solana install. Interesting. So guys, as you can see, I've never seen this issue, but the wheels are already spinning on how I'm gonna fix this, but let me just finish reading this. Connect your machine to a different network, because we do have a VPN, so we could toss this puppy into the VPN. If this works on another network, you're instantly unblocked to run Anchor, build, and later. Guys, remember, on the last stream, we built what needs to be built. Like, we're so close. We just need to figure out how to deploy this fucking thing. You know? Use a remote. Okay, so that was option A. Option B, use a remote Linux box as your build deploy machine. Spinning up a small Linux VPS digital ocean drop with AWS Lightsail, treat it as your Solana Anchor build server. On that remote server, your SSH in same sequences, because that server will have a clean, unrestricted internet connection. The Solana installer should just work. Then you can copy the deployed program back into Replit admin. Okay. This option costs a bit, $5 to $10 a month. Droplet is enough, but gives you a dedicated, reliable build and deploy environment. Option B sounds good. I mean, $5 to $10. Come on. If that speeds it up. Okay, wait. Let's see. Nothing stops you from continuing. We're finding the. Okay. Short term, don't get stuck in the salon. You hit the same. It's almost, if you can try running different network or phone just once, if that works, great. Continue this. If network can't treat a small Linux VPS as your Solana build box, this becomes your anchor build, anchor deploy. Okay. Regardless, you can keep playing with it, recording the current app, use it as a polished prototype. Okay. If you tell me, let's assume we'll use a VPS, I can give you a tight checklist. We're very strong. It's just an environment constraint, not a design. Okay, it's an environment constraint, guys. So here's what we will do. I'm going to, I have ideas, but like in reality, it just laid out some options. It didn't give a recommendation, a final one. So whenever you're in this situation, see, it's good we're running into these because each one of these are learning experiences. If you run into a challenge that you don't know for the first time, it's much more intimidating. Because right now, I'm in the same shoes as you guys. I've never done any of this, and I've never launched this type of an app, and I've never run into this problem. But I'm confident because I know how to solve it. Because imagine something at your house breaks, or like plumbing or whatever. You know that there are plumbers out there that know how to fix it. You might not, but you know that your toilet is eventually going to work. Same thing here. We've got a team of experts with ChatGPT. I know that someone in the world has done this and can fix it, and we just need to tap into that knowledge here, okay? So this is exactly how we do this. Okay, here we go. Sounds great. Thank you for laying out the options. Let's analyze, based on your superhuman intelligence, where we're at and think through the best possible path forward. I will follow your recommendation. My goal is to launch as quickly as possible and actually get this thing working. So whatever you believe is the best path forward, I will be happy to follow. Thank you. Okay. Boom. So let's see what the path forward is. Is it the hotspot VPN? Is it just spinning up the server? Let's see. Okay, it's thinking. That means that it is not a quick answer. It's thinking in depth. Yep. Yes, Bane. That's a great point. So guys, yes, we're going to try and finish this product today. And then we will ask ChatGPT where we should place our money. And we'll place an initial bet. Okay. Use a small remote Linux bot as your Solana anchor. We think like a founder. Trying to coat your current network into liking Solana's uncertain could easily chew hours/days. Okay, so it recommended what we were leaning towards. A VPS gives you a clean Ubuntu server, unrestricted outbound access, full control, repeatable builds, and deploys. That is what we want. So we got to spin up a cheap Ubuntu VPS, treat it as our permanent Solana anchor build box, and then deploy from there. So we tried deploying it locally on our PC. For some reason, Solana doesn't like that. ChatGPT and I both have no idea why. Solana also didn't like the environment for Replit. So now we're on to the next environment, where we're picking the server. Let's see. Okay. Okay, guys. Another important. So, look here. It laid out a path, and I think it's a good path, right? I think it makes the most sense. It seems like it's going to be the most repeatable. We're going to be able to launch. We're going with the Ubuntu VPS, right? I've never done this. I don't know. I don't even know what VPS stands for. But if it gives us an environment where we can launch and deploy repeatably, that's what we're looking for. So here's the thing, though. This is an important learning lesson right here. I'm reading the chat. Let's see, we'll run into that issue at that point in time. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, though. This is the important lesson. At this point, we want to let it do a final review of the plan, because once we commit to a VPS, we're going to have to go through that entire process to do it. And we've gone through this process before where the Solana CLI doesn't work with the environment. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell it to do one final review. You guys are going to see how I prompt this, but it's basically the same principle that we've been using in everything to solve problems and prompt in the best way. So I'm going to say, amazing. I think that sounds like a great plan. Thank you. Just to do one final review and double check, because I know we've had some issues with the Solana to work with the different environments we've launched in, like Replit and now locally. Let's do a final review and the challenges we've been running into, and ensure that we're picking and doing the right thing in this game plan that you outlined to ensure that we're taking the best path forward. I just want to have us do a quick pause, ensure that we're double checking the path in the best way. And then upon your confirmation on us getting started, I'm happy to follow the path that you think is best. Thank you. Once again, the lesson from the other day, you always, when you've got big decision points, critical decision points, you want to give it more time to think. So here, this is obviously a critical decision point. You might think, why? Well, it's a critical decision point because once we go to this VPS and we commit to doing X, Y, and Z, we're down this path for the next 30 minutes, right? And that 30 minutes is valuable. We don't want to spend 30 minutes or an hour even on a path that's not going to get us through the launch. So that's why at this critical point, before committing to the next thing that we're signing up for, XYZ, we're doing this. And it'll probably lead us down the same path, but it's worth the one prompt if it's going to save us that much time. Okay, so this is the exact reality check where we're at. We've got the UI, we've got the client, we've got the Anchor program code, we've got the Phantom Connect working. We just need the Solana. The Solana is where the money's going to move. This is what we need. Both failed with TLS. This tells us the problem is environment and network, not you're on a network or behind firewall proxy that doesn't like Solana's download host. As long as we stay on that same outbound path, we're going to keep hitting that wall. So the question is, how do we get Linux environment that isn't using that constrained network path? Okay, this is logical thinking. This is perfect. This is what we need. Okay, how do we get Linux working? All right, let's see what it says. Why a VPS is actually a different situation, not code switch. Okay, goes through your connection. VPS is a data center. Yeah, so we're going through a data center. Sits in someone else's infrastructure. Outbound release laws always. So unless there's a very unusual global constraint, a fresh Ubuntu VPS will work. If by some freak chance the VPS has the same SSL issue, then we'd know it's a broader issue with Solana's host or your provider choice. But that's highly unlikely compared to your home. Okay. Okay. Given your, okay. Mess with both of them workarounds for the same. If you know, that might work, but it's not stable. I can only deploy from some. Okay. Final recommendation. Yes, go with the VPS plan. Okay. Okay. Concrete green light. Create a small Ubuntu VPS. Okay. Run it in order. Okay. All right. See, quick sanity check. Now we're good. That's a great question, Ayush. So the goal is we want to allow people to bet with we want to allow people to bet with as many currencies as possible. The Solana stablecoins are going to be fastest and cheapest, and I think have the most amount of users for us to work with initially. But yes, we will have to integrate more later. And the good news is we'll be able to do that, I believe, pretty easily. We just have been running in. Once we get the VPS set up too, it's going to unblock us from a lot of these issues in the future. So we'll be moving at rocket speed. Okay. And see, this is the thing. Since we're doing this once and we're building this type of a product once, we know for a fact that if we want, like if you guys go and build another crypto product in the future, you're going to be able to do it so much better, or faster, you know, because you'll make the decision right off the bat to say, okay, day one, we're going with the VPS. If GPT or something else tries to put you on this path that we went on doing it locally, you're going to be like, no, going with a VPS. So I learned this. Now you guys know this. Yes, I agree. Thank you, Ayush and Bane. This app does have a big future. I know exactly how we're going to blow it up too. I know the peeps that have massive audiences that will blow this up. Also, some of my audience on X would probably be interested. Okay. So now I'm just going to say, sounds like a great plan. Thank you so much. I will follow your exact steps in this plan. What are the next steps to get the right VPS and everything else? I'll follow your lead. Thank you. Because guys, it listed a couple of different VPSs. I don't know the difference between any of these, so I just need it to tell me what to do. It knows our goal is to launch quickly, so it should be able to get us what we need. Okay, DigitalOcean. See, it reviewed them all. It says DigitalOcean's the best one. Okay, so we're gonna go to DigitalOcean. $5 a month, easy, perfect for Solana Anchor installs, used widely by Web3 devs. Okay. We're gonna open that up. Okay, DigitalOcean. Okay, I'm going to create my account on this other screen real quick. Okay, I'm gonna sign up. Authorize. Verify. All right, I just proved I'm not a robot, guys, so I passed the robot test, the CAPTCHA. Okay, sweet. Here we go. What are we? We are an entrepreneur. Okay. Web3 or decentralized app. How many teammates will we? It's just me. I'm the only one that's doing this right now. Me and the boys, Ayush and Bane. DigitalOcean. DigitalOcean sounds cringe. This is what Ayush believes. You know what? DigitalOcean, as long as DigitalOcean can do what we need, then I am happy with it. So let's see. So I'll take you back to the top display. So it says, this is telling us exactly what to do. Create to droplet use these exact settings. So let's see here. We got to create a droplet. So create GPU droplet, normal droplet. What kind of droplet? Okay, see, once again, there I see multiple droplets. I don't want to create the wrong droplet. So I'm gonna take a screenshot and then go back to the top and then say, awesome. So I got into DigitalOcean following your first couple steps. In the screenshot, you'll see that I am trying to create the droplet as you recommended, but it looks like there's both GPU droplets and normal droplets and a bunch of options. So let me know what the best next steps for us would be. Thank you. Looking forward to getting this working. All right, Ayush, welcome to Kick, bro. Okay, so now analyzing the image once again is going to help us. Okay, step one, choose the right droplet type. Choose droplets. Okay, standard droplets. This is what we want for anchor build. Step two, configure the droplet exactly like this. Okay, guys, let's configure this droplet. Okay. Choose an image. Okay. It says 2204 jammy. Do we see a jammy image? Okay. Let's see. Okay, version 2204. Okay. Yeah, 2204 LTS. Okay, just double checking that we're on the right one. Now it says choose a plan. It says choose basic. Okay. And then regular. And then $6 a month with 1 gig of RAM. Okay, that's perfect. And then choose a data center. It doesn't matter, it's a global DevNet. Okay, then choose a password. Okay, DigitalOcean, okay. Okay, add volume, enable autonomous backup. I'm just gonna see if it, okay. I'm going to choose a password real quick. All right, it's got a lot of requirements for this password here. Okay, 1 second, guys. 1 second. All right. I think it'll have to be from Phantom, Ayush, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. But we cannot end in a... All right. They've got so many crazy password requirements for this. Okay. Okay, so now let's see. Call it host name, password. But no, leave everything else. Call it. Okay. So once again, guys, we are taking screenshots to show where we're at with everything. This is important. We got to make sure that we don't mess anything up, because it's very possible that we did. This is our first time using DigitalOcean, so okay. And then say, awesome, sounds great. This is where we're at so far. We're getting ready to create the droplet. So yeah, review all the screenshots. Let us know what you think and what the best path forward is. Thank you. All right. I was in the zone. Now I'm going to check the chat. Okay. Yes. Okay. So. Oh, Phantom's not there. I see. Well, you know what? We might be able to unlock a couple other wallets. That's a good point. I think once we get this virtual environment ready, we'll be able to more easily add some more wallets so people can use some other things. Okay. Okay, next. Okay, so it says we did a good job. We followed all the steps properly. So the very next step is click create droplet. Oh, I see. So guys, I realize why it's not working. I need to add a payment method to create the droplet. Because I was like, why can't I click create droplet? I must add a payment method. So I'm going to hide the screen and I'm going to add a payment method. Okay. All right. We're getting the payment method set up here. Okay, I believe we're all good. Now, I got to go back to wherever the heck we were. I might have to... Okay, let's see. All right, beautiful. So we're all set. Now we click create droplet. So let's see. Once you set up here, okay. Boom. All right. So now we're here. So after the droplet's created, copy the droplet's IP. Where is that? I don't know. I'm just going to take a screenshot. Once again, guys, as you can see, We don't try and solve the problems ourselves. We always ask. So we're back at the top. I'm gonna say, sounds great. We added our payment method, created the droplet. It brought us to this page. I'm happy to follow the next steps. You mentioned something about copying the droplets IP and opening the PowerShell. It's my first time using this stuff, so wondering where exactly to go from here based on where we're at. Thank you. Okay. It looks like this is the IP here, and there's all this, yeah. Okay. Let's hope we can try it out. Yeah. Okay. You should be able to just transfer the Phantom. Okay. Because a Phantom's just a wallet. It'll live locally. So then you just need to transfer from wherever you buy the crypto to the wallet. Okay. Open the droplet details page. Okay. Okay. Click the name. Okay. All right. That's what we did. Find the public IP. Okay. Okay, and then open the Windows PowerShell. Okay, so I think I know how to do this. So, and then drop the, okay, so we're gonna do both those things right now. So first, I'm gonna screenshot this. I'm gonna send this in. Guys, we're so close. And then open Windows PowerShell. Okay, I'm gonna say. Awesome, sounds great. Here is the screenshot that should show the IP. I think it's the one starting in 138. And then I just opened the PowerShell separately and am ready to follow the next steps that you think are best. Thank you. And then I'm also going to open the PowerShell and then attach that screenshot. So let's see. And then paste that in. All right, and then send that in. All right, guys. Yeah, so Windows PowerShell, start PowerShell. Okay. So in PowerShell, drop. Okay, so I guess we're going to drop this into the PowerShell. Then enter. It will ask, are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. Okay. I'm going to tell retry. All right, guys, I will be right back. All right. Here we go. Let's see what it says. So it says in the screenshot, you see this line. Click on that droplet name, it'll take you. Okay. Next block of commands. Oh, it didn't. Oh, our last prompt didn't submit. That's okay. So we're going to paste that. And I'm going to take another screenshot here. Yeah, sometimes ChatGPT will get buggy and you will have to redo your prompts. Just totally chill. So we're just going to re-give that last prompt. I reattached screenshots. Awesome, sounds great. I just attached screenshots showing where we're at. It looks like the IP starts with 138, but would love your confirmation. Also, I've attached a screenshot showing the PowerShell that we just opened. So happy to follow the next steps that you believe are best. Thank you so much. Okay. We're getting there. Guys, I also, just to put this into perspective, what we are doing right now, this would take teams of people like a month to do. And we just do it instantly. Okay. See, it tells us exactly what to type into our PowerShell. That's what we like to see. This is what we need. So I'm just gonna show you guys exactly us being able to copy and paste. So copy, paste, enter. Are you sure you want to continue? I'm gonna type yes. Yes. Okay, here we go. Now it wants our password, which we will type. Okay, I typed the password. Did I mistype the password? Wait, what password is it? Now, the one you set up during... Oh, the droplet creation password. I see. I was typing my local password. Okay, let me try this again. Let's go. We got in. All right. Let's see. We're in the real Linux server. Okay. Reply with inside droplet. Okay. I'm gonna say. All right, guys. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Yeah. So, like I mentioned before, we're talking with a number of different clippers. So, you should reached out about doing some clipping, and with everything, the way that we're approaching the clipping, we want to see what people have done. Case studies, as anyone would want to see. But I think that the clipping will be huge for our growth. So I think that that's going to be massive for us. Okay. So I'm going to take this screenshot here. I'm going to say, paste here. Sounds great. We followed all the steps and I think we're inside the droplet. Here is the screenshot of where we're at. Excited to follow your next steps. We're incredibly close. That is what ChatGPT is saying. And I can feel it. Can you guys feel how incredibly close we are? Okay, we're inside the droplet. It's where we want to be. So we're going to prompt block by block. So your current prompt means you're ready. Okay, we're going to copy and paste this entire block in. Okay, that installs the initial stuff required for Solana and Anchor. Okay, guys, we're literally just going to follow exactly what it's telling us to do. Okay, we paste that in. Okay, and then we're going to install Rust, Anchor, and then we're going to install Rust after this finishes. Look at this. Guys, we are professional programmers. Look at this. Uh-oh. What does this mean? We're definitely screenshotting this. What's going on here? Sounds great. We ran the first command in step 1, and as it was running, then this popped up. What should we do? All right. I'm going to guess we click OK, but I don't want to accidentally mess it all up and click OK, and then we're supposed to click cancel. So we'll see. Okay, click OK. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I just click enter. Oh, okay, sweet. All right. I was trying to click OK, it didn't work, but then we clicked enter. And then, okay. So then you'll return to the normal prompt. Then okay, so it looks like it's working. Now we continue to step 2, installing Rust. I'm gonna copy that code. Now we install Rust. Okay. We're installing Rust. Yeah, Bane. This is what I'm saying. I agree with you, Bane. You can do you can literally do anything. You can do anything. Guaranteed. Look at this. We're building this entire thing. I don't code. I just installed Rust on a VPS based on the IP after I tried Linux and Ubuntu. I'd never done any of this stuff until the stream today. All right. So now, once again, guys, the most important step, we screenshot, go up top, paste that in. Sounds great. So I just attached a screenshot showing you where we're at. It looks like we just finished installing Rust. Excited to continue following your lead in the best way possible. Okay. So now we're going to get the next instructions. I think we're going to have to install the other things like Solana, and there's probably some other stuff we got to install, but we're cranking through this, guys. Cranking through this. And soon, people will be able to connect their Phantom wallet and participate in our app. You know, Ayush, I think that like what we're gonna do so you can access the app. Well, first off, you're free to go and make anything that you want. It's a free world. Our game plan is we are gonna go and start with this MVP. Once we launch this and we get some users and we make sure it doesn't break, and we start to like find the edge cases, then we're going to roll it out to more and more people and add more wallets and add more functionality, because the goal is to have an open and free place where people can go and participate in any market. Okay, so Rust is working. Okay, so now we drop this next command in. Okay, here we go. I'll show you guys exactly what we're going to do. Click this in, paste, and go. What is this? It said, oh my gosh, unexpected EOF while reading. Are we running into the same Solana problem? Download this when it finishes, you'll see some output. Export path, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm gonna send a screenshot. We might have just run into the same Solana issue, which I hope we didn't, but we might have to run a quick pivot. Awesome, so I pasted in what you had there in step 3, and it looks like this is what came out. What do you think is happening based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains? And what do you think that we should do next? It might be a problem with the Solana ecosystem. Is the stream lagging for you guys? This is super and tells us something important. The installer script from Solana is failing. It wasn't just code space. Strong issues with Solana's host. Bypass that domain. We don't need the fancy installer. We just need the binaries. We'll test that GitHub is reachable. It almost download the Solana release tarbell from GitHub, unpack it into Solana, add it to your path, verify a Solana version. No release.solana.com involved. Interesting. So Solana's host just seems to be struggling. Also, Ayush, I'm seeing that you're having some trouble with the stream. Let me see how it's playing on my end. Let's see. All right. It seems like it's working on my end. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right, so in the terminal, yeah, so just to show you guys, I realized I had the bottom thing. So we were trying to figure out what's going on, and it looks like it's a problem with Solana. So we got a new plan. See, I wouldn't have been able to come up with this new plan. Many people get stuck, but not the experts, okay? So here's what we're doing. Sanity check, can we curl GitHub in? So step one, we're gonna drop this into, yeah, so we're gonna follow this backup plan here. So guys, sometimes you gotta do, okay, let's see. You should see HTTP, if that works, we can use it as a source. If that fails, do network itself has, but that's very unlikely. Okay, so I'm gonna just take a screenshot and say, because I don't know if this means that it worked properly. So I'm gonna say, sounds great. I followed your step one to do the sanity check and see if we can curl GitHub. I've attached a screenshot to show what happened. Now I'm happy to continue doing whatever next steps you think are best. Thank you. All right, it looks like GitHub is reachable from our droplet, which is good. Okay, download the Solana release from GitHub. It says it may take a bit. It's a compressed tarbell. If it finishes without error and turns to the prompt, you're good. So I'm going to teach you guys another thing. And this is actually actively what we're running into. We're going to have to come up with a workaround for it. But we will. So right now, as you can see, especially if you watch the previous streams, ChatGPT is loading a lot slower now. And so that's because the chat that we're doing all this in is really long. So hopefully the chat doesn't end up crashing, but if it does, we're going to have to restart a new chat. And we're going to have to educate the new chat on everything that we've done in this chat. And I'll show you how to do that. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, whoops. Copy code. And boom. It says it may take a bit. All right, let's see how much time. Okay. That was actually really quick. Maybe it's because we've got good internet. You can confirm the file is there. Okay. Finishes without error, returns to the prompt, you're good. You can confirm the file is there. So we're gonna copy this, paste this. Okay, I'm just gonna screenshot and just show where we are at. Ayush, Bain. Yeah, so my worker AI. The short answer is yes, my worker is still taking a lot of time. There's a lot of things to do for the company, and the game plan and how all of this ties together is, I think that with my worker, we're going to have to make some updates to the product, and we're going to have to get distribution for the product. We're going to have to find out the best way to juggle everything. And so that is part of the day to day outside of the stream. The majority of my time off stream is right now going towards helping to grow MyWorker. Big things ahead for MyWorker AI. Check out myworker.ai. Okay, so we just took a screenshot here. We're gonna share that screenshot in ChatGPT. All right, so we have attached a screenshot here of us going through step 2, downloading Solana, and then typing in that confirm the file is there. Let me know if everything looks good, and I'm happy to continue following the path that's best based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains. Thank you. Yeah, guys, the main channels that we want to grow right now are Kick and YouTube. I think that those are going to be our two main ones. We're on a lot of different channels just because with Streamlabs and when we're on the go Prism, it's easy to stream to multiple platforms, but that's what we're trying to focus on. I think Kick and YouTube are going to be our top two. Okay, guys, look at this. Here we go. It's working. It's working. So now we got to extract the Solana binaries, then confirm what got unpacked. Okay. So see, I'm trying to scroll down right now and ChatGPT is frozen. It's because this chat is so long. So if it starts getting to the point where we're taking way too much time just to wait for things, then we can address this. But I think that for the time being, we can keep it all in this chat because this chat knows everything that we've done so far. If we start a new chat, we're going to have to get it up to speed. Okay. So now I'll take you guys back to the bottom. Once again, we're just following the steps here. So pasting that in. Okay. Okay, I think that worked. Then confirmed. Something like confirm what got impacted is Solana. Maybe I copy. Check the binaries. Okay, so I did that. I'm just going to take a screenshot and show it. Once again, guys, we're just making sure that we are doing everything right. So, all right, so we dropped that recommendation from step 3 into the droplet terminal, and this is where we are at. Should we move on to step 4, or is there anything else that we need to do? Thank you. All right, so we got to verify that it all unpacked properly. So we're going to copy this. And then I'm going to paste that in. Solana release. Okay, perfect. Now check the binaries inside. All right. Paste that in. We should see Solana, Keygun, install. Okay. And build. Do we see build? I think so. So just to make sure, I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to say, sounds great. It looks like it worked. Do you want to double check and then I'll follow your next steps? Should we continue with step 5? All right, guys. The crazy thing is I have no idea what any of this stuff is. I don't even know how to code. We're just copying and pasting the right knowledge. Imagine how difficult and how much time you would have to study to know what all this means. Okay, now, like, even just to type this out, like this next command, look at this. How would I ever know to type that? And I run that. Okay, then check Solana version. If everything is correct, you'll see Solana, Cly. 1 point. That's exactly what we see. All right. This is the breakthrough we've been fighting. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my God, guys. Guys, this is momentous. This is momentous, guys. This is momentous. Let me show you. Let me show you. We saw exactly what it needs to see. This is what we saw. This is the breakthrough. It put the fire emoji. This is the breakthrough we've been fighting for. Every single one, every roadblock we ran into has been to try and get this thing fucking working here. And we got it. All right, so the Solana CLI is now fully installed and functional on our VPS. Boys, we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. Okay. So I'm just gonna attach it and make sure that we should move on to the Anchor install. It looks like we made a big move because it seems like it all worked. So what do you think would be best? Should we continue with the Anchor install? Thank you so much for your help with all this. Excited to keep the ball rolling. Yeah, Ayush, I agree with Bane, dude. I agree with Bane. This is one of the things that you will realize is there are going to be times where things get difficult and you're either going to level up or you're going to stay. And if you want to level up, then you're going to have to drop the dead weight, the things holding you back to hit that level up. And it's going to be painful. It's going to be difficult. And if there are people that can't see the journey, see the vision, stick on the path with you, then you just got to level up alone, my friend. But you got the stream, so you're all good. All right, yes, that screenshot is the breakthrough. Let's go. All right, we're going to install Anchor now. Let's go. Okay, so yep, we can install Anchor now. Okay, my screen's frozen, but that's okay. All right, here we go. So we're going to install Anchor now. I really need to get my Stream Deck working because every single time I'm trying to like switch between the top and bottom stream, it would be so easy if I could just click a button. Like click a button on the Stream Deck that I have right here. I'm not going to pull it up because it's plugged in, but I didn't fully set it up yet. All right, guys, so it's working. I'm getting Anchor CLI installed. It said it'll take 5 to 15 minutes because it compiles a lot of Rust crates. So we're going to see a bunch of compiling, which is exactly what we're seeing. Yeah, so right now, to tell you my setup, I've got a massive screen on the bottom that's the equivalent of like 3 big screens all in like a single massive pane screen. And then above that, I got the camera, and I got 3 big screens, one in the middle, one on the side, and one on the right. So it's almost like the equivalent of 6 screens here. And then behind me, I got the green screen. Then I got the light there, and then I got a light here to my right that faces the wall. And then I got another light to my left that's off. But if I want to like brighten it up more, it's there. I control these lights next to me with this. So there's like a couple different shades, like lighter and warmer. Yeah, we got the full setup here. Yeah, so right, you guys are seeing between, on the bottom mega screen, there's a setting where I can like structure different screens. So I have 3 screens on the mega screen in front of me. I got Streamlabs on the right part of this mega screen. On the left part, I got like a browser. On the top left screen, I've got Spotify. On the top middle screen, that's the screen with ChatGPT. And then on the right screen, I've got my OBS running that records the camera locally, and some other stuff running here. But this is why we had to get a big PC setup, because for everything to run instantaneously and smoothly here, we needed some firepower. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. I think it's a 5080. The GPU, 5080. It's pretty solid, I will say. It definitely gets the job done. Like, I've been able to stream gaming. I mean, there's so much stuff running right now. It's crazy. I probably should close out some tabs and stuff, but this thing's a tank. Also, guys, if there's anything you want to see on the channel, let me know. I think in the future, so we're doing this build sesh. I want to do some more reaction videos of just watching other videos that are interesting, things like that. And then, I've played GTA before at my buddy's place, but I never really played GTA growing up. The first time I played GTA was within the past couple months. I don't remember the exact date. Time kind of like blends together, but yeah, I very recently played GTA for the first time. I always played Call of Duty or like, FPS, first person shooter games. Actually, it was just Call of Duty, but then I recently just got Battlefield. I've streamed a bit of the new Battlefield, which is fun. I don't have GTA, but yeah, maybe I could get GTA. Maybe I could get it. The thing is it's tough to find time. The only way that I can rationalize potentially playing Call of Duty or something now is if I stream while I do it. Maybe I could do some podcasts while streaming Call of Duty. Like, what if I was interviewing an investor, but the entire time I had my glasses on and I was playing Call of Duty, and just like they had no idea. I think that would be funny. Maybe I'll do that. try and stream myself playing a video game while interviewing investors. Ayush is asking, have I tried Free Fire and Pug? I have no idea what is Free Fire and Pug? You played that a lot? Free Fire and Pug? What type of game is that? Also, guys, as you can see, the thing's still working. So this entire time while we're hanging out, we're still getting stuff done. This is all part of the process. It's the most played mobile game. Yeah, to be straightforward with you guys, I'm very good at certain stuff like this, but I'm super locked in on certain areas. Like, it's like, imagine you're playing a video game and you have so many attention to give to level up different areas. I've like maxed out certain stats, but like, dude, I have no idea what's going on with the news, like, you know, pop culture, like a lot of stuff I'm just like kind of out of it on. And the only reason why we're listening to this music right now is because previously on streams, I had gotten it taken down or cut off because I was using copyrighted music. So I went onto Spotify, then I looked for upbeat music that I can use and stream, like copyright safe streaming on YouTube and Twitch playlist. And so I just found like some funk playlists and just have that. But I'm completely out of the loop. I don't know who different music artists are or any of that stuff. So how does this game work? How does Pug work? Yeah, exactly. I didn't know anything about Discord. But now we have a Discord. And if you are in the Discord, that is how you will truly know when we're going live. Or if you follow my Instagram, I sometimes post it there. But Discord, I will always post it in Discord when I'm going live. Yeah, we got to get people in the Discord. Yeah, Bane, Ayush, could you guys drop the Discord in the chats so anyone who's here can join the Discord? Also, guys, I want to let you guys know, there are high stakes right now. We are on the clock. So we got to get this working within the next 2 hours because, do you want to know what I need to do? I need to put the QR code that people can scan and then just join the Discord. Maybe I should do that. PUBG. Oh, is that what it is? I was saying Pug. It's probably PUBG. Is like a 100-player online fight on a single map. Interesting. Kind of like Fortnite. Interesting. I don't know how many people are in Fortnite or something. Oh, Discord doesn't do QR codes? Well, what I could do is I could take the link to join Discord and just attach it to a QR code and then toss it on this stream layout. Yeah, because you can link different QRs. You can link different links to a QR code. Yeah, I should do that. Actually, maybe I'll do that right now. Let's see. I'll do it on the side screen. I actually wonder if Streamlabs does that. Yeah, actually, Bane, do you think that you could do that right now just because I'm on stream? You could like take the invite link and attach it to a QR code for me, and then I can just get that overlaid on, like literally whenever I'm streaming, like people could just join the Discord. I think that would make it super easy if like they just scanned it and it's like, all right, join the Discord. I'm actually gonna send a message to Joaquin about that. Also, yeah, Bane, Ayush, do you guys have any ideas for how we can get more people in the Discord? I'm fully open-minded to ideas. How do we blow up this Discord? I think we need to start promoting. Yeah, let's get a ton of people in this Discord. Oh, guys, I forgot. We have yeah. Let's see. I am allowed to. Is there a way, Bane, to get the oh yeah, Ayush, feel free to go send yeah, you guys feel free to coordinate however in here on Discord, whatever you think would be best. But I think that this is how we really like get this rolling, you know? 'Cause, bro, we're putting out fire content. Like, this is good stuff. Whoever sees this has a leg up. Everyone else is left behind. Huge leg up. Yeah, so this is still building. We're so close to launching this thing. But I forgot to tell you, this right here, we have time pressure. I almost feel like putting a countdown clock because my assistant gets here at noon. And right now it's 9:40 a.m. So we have just under, you know what? I'm going to get the countdown clock going for when I have to get off. So that means that, okay, so right now it's 9:40. So that means that we have 2 hours, we'll say 2 hours and 19 minutes. This is our countdown. This is how much time we have to launch this product because my assistant gets here at the end of this. And so I will have to go because she needs this computer to work. So we are in the final countdown here. So for those of you guys who are just joining, right now we are building a multi-million-dollar product and we've got just over 2 hours left to do so. I can actually, while this is building, we're waiting for this thing to do what it's doing. This is the product that we built. Very simple product, but very beautiful product. It allows you or anyone else to go put your money where your mouth is on where you predict the price of Bitcoin will be. So you can go say, you think it's going to be up by the time that this countdown clock ends. Let's say you bet $2,000. You can place the bet, $2,000. Right now, it's not, I linked the wallet already. So this is our crypto wallet. We're still building this. It's not fully connected to real money yet. That's what we're working on. But it is almost ready, guys. It's almost ready. And then it shows the payout. And then the way that the platform makes money is it's going to keep 2% of the total pool that ends up getting bet on both sides. So that's what it is, and it adjusts. So once there's money, we took out the mock data, but once you have different amounts of money in the pools, it's going to change the implied multiplier odds on how much you'll make. Because right now there's no money bet, but yeah, this is how it works. This is how it works. Ayush, let's see. Add a bonus for betting more like stake and rain bet. I agree. You know, I think that there are quite a few things we can do here. A lot of great ideas, and I think that we're getting close. We're getting close. Okay, guys. Let's see where we're at here. We're almost done. 747 out of 749. So we're almost done here. We're gonna go back to the top display to show you guys kind of where we're at. Catch us all back up to speed here. So we just went for the anchor install. When it finishes, we'll verify the version. And then if we see this, then we're golden. Clone your anchor repo and build. Once anchor is installed, we'll paste this in and then build. Okay, guys, we are so freaking close. So close. We're locked in. Now, we're literally just waiting. Yeah, we're just waiting for this thing to finish installing. It's almost done installing. I put my assistant's name in my phone as her name's Lena. I put her name in my phone as Mark Zuckerberg. I think it's so funny. Her name in my phone is Mark Zuckerberg. So anytime I get a text from my assistant, it says that Mark Zuckerberg's texting or calling. All right. Oh no, it said error. Let's see. All right. Thank you, Bane. Thank you. All right. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and get as much context in here as possible. So, well, maybe this worked. I don't know. I just see like a red error. Okay. Thank you so much for the update. It just finished outputting what we put after what we put in for installing Anchor. It took a while and then it output this. Based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains, what are your thoughts and what do you think the best next steps for us are? All right, guys. I still think we're on a good path. Put in the chat if you think we're going to get it done in time or not. I'm still feeling good. I think we got this. The countdown is on, but I believe that we're going to, this might be a record, guys. You guys might be witnessing a world record for speed of execution here. Okay. Here we go. Okay, our ChatGPT's freezing up a little bit. I'm gonna close ChatGPT. Yeah, I'll close it and reopen it. All right, close, reopen GPT. All right, guys. Here's where we're at. It says, "Great catch. That's exactly what I needed. Only a tiny 1 GB droplet that almost always means the machine ran out of RAM during compilation, and the kernel killed the Rust compiler. So your command was correct, and that works fine. The droplet just doesn't have enough memory." Guys, we didn't configure a big enough droplet because who knew that we'd have to pivot because the Solana thing didn't work. So all of these things we're learning. Now we'll know for next time. But okay, so we need to resize to a bigger droplet. Add a swap file for extra virtual memory. Okay. So next steps, we got to go back to DigitalOcean here. Okay. You're already root, so just paste these commands into. Okay, wait. So next steps, add swap to the droplet. You're already root. Just paste these commands into the same. Oh, okay. We don't even need to go back to droplet. Never mind. Okay. So I guess we copy this. Okay. Okay, so we paste this. Just want to make sure that we do this in the right way. So run the swap command. Okay. Actually. All right, we're setting up swap. Okay. Make it persistent across reboots. I'm gonna paste this in. Verify swap is active. You should see a swap line with 4 GB. Great. Okay, perfect. Now that the machine has more virtual memory, try the Anchor install again. Okay, before I do that, I'm just gonna send a screenshot to show what we have. Let's say, sounds great. I just ran all of those commands. Wanted to share this screenshot to show exactly where we're at. If it sounds good to you, I'll follow the best next steps and rerun the Anchor install. Or is there anything else we should be doing? I'll follow the steps that you think are best based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains. All right, guys, here we go. Okay, it says it looks perfect. Build being killed with Sid kill expected. All right, guys. I'm catching up on the chat here. At the end of the day, I'm fully open minded. I think the main North Star goal at the moment for the Discord is we just need to get more people who want to be able to tune in and hear about the stream to hear about it. Because right now, we don't have a good method to be able to promote it to everyone that I think we want to be able to come and check out the streams. So the more people that we can get in to notify when the streams go live, the better. All right, means next step. Okay, guys, we're rerunning the Anchor install. It finishes, okay. Okay, so we're gonna rerun this Anchor install. All right, I just reran it. I'll take you guys to the bottom so you can see. So it's updating. Okay, yeah, so it's starting from the beginning again. So, and we can actually see 15 out of 749. I think last time it just took longer because it got stuck for the issue that it laid out, but that's why it took so long. I think that it'll be faster this time. All right, guys, while this is installing, I will be right back. All right. Here we go. Here we go. We are back. All right. So as we know, Anchor's installing. We're getting close to launching this. Let's see how the countdown's going. All right. We have just under 2 hours to get this product live. While we're waiting for the install, what did we think of the gym sesh yesterday? Yesterday we hit chest triceps. Curious what you guys thought of the workout. I thought we were going to be stronger. You never know when you go into the gym, like really how you're going to feel. It's kind of like a sport. Like some days when you're playing your sport, you're just on, you're feeling it. Things are going the way you want. And then other days you're making a bunch of mistakes. The gym isn't as extreme, but it kind of feels like that sometimes. Sometimes you just feel strong, like you're going to move a lot of weight. And then others, not as much. Great question. So bench PR. Honestly, I have no idea what my bench PR is, just because I don't lift bench as much. When I started lifting, this was back in high school. I've been lifting for how many years now? I've been lifting consistently for about 13 years. So if you want to talk about a slow grind up, I've been lifting consistently for 13 years. And before that, I was like playing a bunch of sports, doing everything. So these things take time. You build brick by brick. But on the gym side, when I started benching, my teacher, the person who taught me how to bench, was another kid in my grade who started benching like the week before me. Like he had just started benching. So yeah, that puts it into perspective how bad my form and everything was when I started. We had no idea what we were doing, and I injured myself, of course. And after that, I'm grateful for it because it gets you to really think through things and understand, okay, how does this work? How do I not get injured? How do you have good form? And it got me to realize that it's actually best and safest to use dumbbells and dumbbell press. And the other thing that you get with dumbbell press is you don't need a spot. You're not trapped under 200 plus pounds if you fail on a rep. So I only do dumbbell press. So I actually don't really know what my PR would be. And I also try and focus a little bit more on incline, just because with incline dumbbell, you're hitting a little bit more upper chest and shoulders. And I don't know, I feel like with incline, I never used to hit incline, so I'm kind of in like an incline phase at the moment. I think next time I go, I'm gonna hit some flat dumbbell press. But yeah, in terms of PR, I really don't know. Yesterday was the first time I ever attempted 130s, and I still feel like I could have gotten it up if I was risking injury. But yeah, that was on 130-pound dumbbells on incline. But yeah, yesterday we weren't feeling 100%. We'll give it another shot though. We'll give it another shot. I wish they had the 120-pound dumbbells, because then at least we could have gotten some reps with a high weight. But then we were relegated to the 110-pound dumbbells. You know, Ayush, that is a good question. He's asking if we're going to hit a gym stream today. My guess would be yes, but I would say it's 50-50. And the reason why is because my assistant's coming over at noon. And then at that point, after she leaves, I should probably eat. And then after eating, I might go to the gym. Or if I want to just rip it on an empty stomach, I could do that. And then the other option is we just hit it tomorrow. Because, dude, my chest is sore, my shoulders are sore, my legs are sore from earlier in this week. So the only thing that's not sore or fully sore is I could hit back biceps. So I could hit back, I could hit biceps. I could also try and hit some abs. Okay. Let's see where our package is at. All right, we're at 726 we're at 732 out of 749. Yeah, the way that I normally structure my workout routine is I have a back biceps day. And to tell you guys the reason for this before I dive into it, your goal when you're lifting is you want to get sore. You want to rip the muscles, and then you want to let it recover fully and stronger, and then make incremental improvements. The big problem is if you're sore somewhere, you don't want to hit it when it's sore, because then it doesn't fully recover, and then you're not going to get stronger. So the reason why you split it up by days is you're hitting stuff after it's fully recovered. So because I like to go consistently, I try and split it up by back biceps, chest, triceps. I have a traps, shoulders day, and calves as another, like traps, shoulders, calves, legs. And then I'll normally do like 2 leg days for every 5, or maybe in between that, like maybe 1 leg day for every 3, 1 to 2, depending on if I'm really trying to go aggressive on the legs. But I've always tried to balance it out too. Because, for example, I used to have I was really lacking in back compared to other things. My back was a lot smaller in terms of how big everything else was. So I started focusing on more back. Same with biceps. My biceps were lagging. Started focusing on biceps. So I started hitting a lot of back bicep days. Then shoulders. My shoulders were lagging significantly at one point. And so I was hitting a bunch of shoulder days. So whenever you're trying to catch a body part up, that's the priority of whenever that isn't sore, you're going to hit that. So for example, it might be a day where you should be hitting back biceps based on timing, but you're fully recovered and ready to go on the thing you're trying to grow. You can hit that and try and up the frequency and go hard, you know? And then you can keep a pretty balanced physique as you grow. Yeah, Ayush, we gotta get the Discord big. All right, guys, we're on 748. We're almost done with this. All right, let's see what happens. We're so close. Please work. Please work. We're gonna manifest it working. We're gonna manifest this working. Please work. It actually, you know what? It will work. It'll work. Just gotta give it a second. All right, I'm gonna check out a different funk playlist There's one other copyright-free funk playlist that we can do. I think it's this one. I guess they have the same songs though. Yeah, they have a lot of the same songs. I'm gonna search for copyright-free EDM music. Okay, let's try this. I just picked a random copyright-free house music. All right, let's see. Okay. Say upbeat EDM music. All right, here we go. What's the difference between like deep house and like normal house? I guess we'll see. Okay, we're so close. We are at 748 out of 749 on this compilation and installation on our VPS environment. All right. And we are at an hour and 47 minutes. Hour and 47 minutes until we need to get this live. Yeah, Ayush. You know, I'm still new to the streaming side. I'm gonna have to find other streamers to collaborate with. Maybe I'll add that to the to-do list today. If you guys know any streamers that I should do collabs with, hit them up. Okay. I guess this last 748 out of 749 is like a big part of the build. That's a good point. I should do that. I think I'm wondering what do you think is the best way to reach out to them for collabs? Just Instagram or X? That's a good point. Have Lena call him up. Just sit there making calls. It's a good idea. I like that. I like that. Actually, you know what? While this is compiling, I'm gonna do that research. Let's see. Yes, you got some good ideas, man. You got some good ideas. Let's see. Stream director. Okay. I'll actually show you. This is what we were doing. I had it concocting a list. I'll show you ChatGPT on the top. I don't know who any of these people are. Yeah. I said we want to find people based in LA because then I could do in-person collaborations. So a mix of 10K to 300K followers, 300K to 2 mil, and then long-term whales. So there we go, concrete starter list. Okay, so it just put together a list of all these random people that are based in the area. Closer to home. Okay, LA based RL. Assistant builds the LA collab shortlist. Okay. For each tier A, your assistant likes and comments on 3 to 5 of their posts and replies to stories. Okay. And then she eventually DMs, hey, been enjoying your content. Using Instagram and X and email. Okay. Right, okay. 5 to 7 specific names as Wave 1 LA collabs. All right, I'm just gonna say, this sounds like an awesome approach. Let's dive deep and build the full comprehensive list so we have everything that we need to give our assistant so she can fully execute with the highest leverage way possible and make the most out of her time and have the highest possible success. Please use your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains as related to this activity to come up with the very best final list and game plan. Guys, this is another trick I'm teaching you right now. Deep research. Turn on deep research whenever you have a super important task. Talking about super important, that you're gonna let it take some time. So yeah, let's see. Insta's good, but most big creators ignore that. Insta DM things, yeah. Maybe creators bet 10 to 200K can be approached that way. I agree. All right, so it asks, this is what happens when you use deep research. With deep research, it will ask you follow-up questions to help get some clarification, additional information. So this is what we're gonna do. IRL streaming content, panel invites, creator challenges, co-branded posts. Okay. Should we tech founders and which are the 2 highest priority audiences? Collab volume per month. What's your ideal pace? 2 to 4 per month. Okay. Oh, we got the chat pumping. Let's go. So, want to buy a share of the website, guys? You see what I mean? We've been so busy building that we haven't even been taking all these calls potentially with investors because there's so much that we can build because we've got superpowers in building. You know, I'll give it a think. See how we can get you guys in on this project here. You know what we could potentially do? I'm just spitballing here. Let's see what we can do. You see, I'm almost wondering if there's a way that I could get... Yeah. Yeah, because I feel like you guys might be able to help with the distribution of the site, you know? And so if there's a way that you guys got the upside, if you distributed it and it was tied to performance, that could be interesting. Like if you guys, like for the total amount of volume that you bring in, you get a slice of that. And we could split the take that the platform gets on like a referral basis, if that makes sense. I would have to, the reason why I'm thinking about this, I'm slowly thinking about this because I would need to find a way to build in the tracking mechanism for that. I could do it though. But first I need to get the app working. That's the first thing. We need to get this thing working. Yeah, we're just brainstorming here. We're just brainstorming. Okay, so this is what it's saying for the in-person collaborations. Do we want them to be creator challenges, co-branded posts, in-person podcast, guest swaps? Should ideal place. 2 to 4. I mean, as you guys can see on the screen here. Oh wait, let's see where we're at. Given a chance to Ayush, I'm not sure I understand your question, but if this answers it, yes, you guys are gonna be kept in the loop with everything we're doing here. We're building all this stuff live. We're gonna do these types of streams where we're still executing and building. And then I'm also gonna be doing the gym streams, gonna be doing reaction videos. So you guys are gonna be kept fully in the loop as we do this. Also, don't worry, I'm still looking at the bottom screen here and it's still building. So this thing's taking a little bit of time. It's still on 748 out of 749. So, I guess it's just grinding, still building. It did say it would take a little while. So on the collabs, I'm thinking through the collabs that we can do. Gym sessions, in-person collabs seem like they would be easiest. Because I go to the gym all the time, so I could do like gym collabs, but what else are we looking at? I mean, I probably want to creator economy operators. Interesting. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. Awesome, this sounds great. I think that what we'll do is for the priority collaboration format, I'm super flexible. We can do whatever you think would be best. I like IRL streaming content and podcast appearances. Also, creator challenges, co-branded posts sounds good. I mean, feel free to use your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains on that. In terms of audience prioritization, I think it'll be easy for us to collab on fitness stuff because we go to the gym all the time. I also like the idea of connecting with tech founders and investors. But yeah, all of those buckets that you mentioned sound good. And then in terms of collab volume per month, the ideal pace would be we're ready to grind. So we will do as many as we can get. 10 over 10 a month would be great. You know, we go hard. You know, we're not scared of a little bit of work. So we can go with whatever amount. And then in terms of our preferred execution channel, we've got, I'll just give you some background. So we've got about 3K followers on X, about 57K followers on Instagram, and then our assistant and I both have emails, and she's got access to them. So we can do any of those channels that you mentioned. Yep, with all that information, go and do whatever you think is best. Oh, and the one thing I will mention is that you know about the different companies that we're doing. So, of course, on the investor front, when we're connecting, we want to connect with investors that can ideally invest in tech, early stage companies, want to connect with angel investors, and if we go after founders, we likely want to go after founders that have built companies that are at least Series B or bigger. Look at that prompt. There we go. All right, Ayush saying we should go to Mark. What's Mark? All right, so we got that. So I'm going to show you guys the bottom screen here. It looks like this is still going. So I'm going to screenshot this and send it to ChatGPT and just let it know that this thing has been building for quite some time. Oh, Mark Cuban, probably. From Shark Tank. All right, sounds great. We have the Anchor program compiling and building. I wanted to give you the quick heads up that it's been building for a long time. It's been stuck on 748 out of 749 for like the majority of the time. I'm wondering if I should just keep waiting, if there's anything else I should do. Wanted to just keep you in the loop so we could figure out the best path forward. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna send this into ChatGPT. Figure out what the heck is going on here. Oh, it just finished. It just finished, guys. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay. Guys, we're getting after it. Let's go. Okay. I guess it just took a little bit of patience. To do next. Once the prompt, as soon as finishes, run anchor version. Okay. So it looks like we gotta run this. Here we go. Yes, we respect the hustle, Ayush. Okay. If it succeeds, it succeeds. All right, now we put this in. We'll see if our program compiles cleanly. Cloning. Username? Okay, I don't know what the heck to put here. All right, here we go. Awesome, sounds great. We had it finish installing and ran those commands. This is where we're at. What do you think the best next steps for us would be? Thank you so much. All right. Well, Ayush, we respect the hustle. You are in the right place. And it seems like you've got a good approach in mind on your shoulders. So I think that there's something that we can do here together. I think there's something we can do. All right, guys. So quick update. We tossed in the screenshots. We'll do a quick timer check. We tossed in the screenshots showing where we're at. We've got just under an hour and a half. As you can see, it looks like it installed successfully, which is great. It's asking for the username from GitHub. The repo is private, so GitHub wants credentials. The good news is it's easy to solve. Anchor and Solana, decide how you want to handle repo access. Okay. Okay, interesting. Oh, because we set the GitHub to private. I see. To make the repo public, fastest if you don't care about it. It's okay with the Anchor program code being public. It's pretty standard stuff. Then on GitHub, go to the scroll to the bottom, check, make public, confirm. Then back on the droplet. Then back on the droplet, cd clone. Should be keep the repo private. If you want to keep the repo, create a PAT on GitHub. Only you do this, don't share it on GitHub, your browser, blah, blah, blah. Generate the token copy. Do not paste this token to me. It's secret. Use the pat in the droplet clone in your droplet terminal. Okay. Make the repo public. Okay. I'm going to go make the repo public. Let's see. All right. Let's see. So guys, on the bottom screen right now, I'm basically just following the steps here to make the repo public. So I got to go, let's see, on GitHub. I go to settings and then settings, general, danger zone, settings, general, and then change visibility, change to public. All right. I just did that. So now it's public. All right, sweet. By the way, once the clone finishes run. Okay, so if you prefer to keep, once the clone finishes. Okay. Okay. So now I drop this code in. Let's see. All right, so now this, let's see. All right, I don't know what just happened here. I'm gonna say, all right, so I just tried running the command after making it public. This is where we're at. Thank you for the help. What would be the best next steps? All right, let's see. Ayush, I'm telling you, dude, just keep learning, keep grinding. What you're learning here is so valuable. You know, one of the things that I want to do is I'm going to put out all of this knowledge to people who are consistent and following, and then the people who are really good are going to learn. And then when you learn, you're going to have all these amazing skill sets. And then with these skill sets, we can build some cool stuff. So there's an order to things. There's an order. But I'm telling you, these are all the puzzle pieces. These are the puzzle pieces right here. Now after this, you guys know exactly how to ship product. Okay. We might have to open up a new chat soon here because we keep running into these error messages for the reason why I told you before. All right, here we go. So first, Anchor build is going to error, blah, blah, blah. It means Anchor generates key repair files, blah, 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 blah. This is expected for the first time build. You just need to sync the ID program. Okay, make sure you're in the program root. All right, so we're going to do that. Okay, so once again, guys, we're just following instructions here. Can you copy and paste? Yes, we can do that. Okay, then we're gonna run the next thing it told us to run. Okay, all program ID declarations are synced. Rebuild the program to update the generated artifacts. Updating, declare. Okay. Now run. Okay, so it says rebuild. So now we run this. Anchor build. All right, guys, we are so close. Keep up the hustle, bro. Keep up the hustle. You're in at a good time, and your diligence is being put in the right place because you're learning important skills. And all of this that we're working on is about to blow up. So you learning these skills now, you're going to be perfectly positioned. All right, let's see. Synced info being some thread called. Okay, so here's where we're at. I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to toss this to ChatGPT. Awesome. We just ran the anchor build and now we are at this spot. Based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains, what would be the best next steps for us? So once again, guys, you keep hearing me say superhuman intelligence in relevant domains. The other more difficult way to do this that makes the prompts better is you could say as if you're the best vibe coder in the world with perfect expertise in X, Y, and Z, help with this. So what I do is I just say superhuman intelligence in relevant domains because it helps kind of narrow it to the relevant domains that we want it to focus on. But if I was really trying to put more brain power into these prompts and everything, I would be telling it to act as whoever the best expert in that world that needs the skill to do X, Y, or Z. I would just tell it to do that. When we were doing the prompts earlier in the previous stream, I was saying as the best vibe coder, prompt engineer, and chief technology officer of all time, please help with X, Y, and Z, because those are the skills we need, So anyway, that's why it sounds silly when I say this every time, but it just makes it easier to keep the ball rolling without having to do all this thinking about what I basically just explained to you. All right. Responding to my assistant here. All right. So let's see where we're at. Great place to be. Anchor and program wired up. We hit a very specific toolchain quirk, an important bit from the log. Okay. Ayush, that is a good question. If your expertise is in clipping, because if your expertise is in clipping, you probably want to stick to what you're good at. At the end of the day, what makes you valuable to make money is what skill you're good at and what you can provide value with. I guess you're just starting on the clipping side. What's your approach on the clipping side? How are you currently running things? Thread, important log, cargo build. All right, so it looks like we got this manual unpacking. Well, the simple fix. Okay, step 1, move Solana into the expected install layout. Run these commands on the droplet. Okay. Create, refresh. After this, your structure will look like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna follow these. I'm gonna paste these in one by one. right, you guys are just gonna watch me follow these steps here. Do that. And then we're gonna move this. And then we're gonna move this. Okay. Structure will look like step 2. Now update your path point to active release. Okay. Now we're gonna run this. Okay. Let's see if that worked. Export path. Equals home, local share path install. Which salon? Run anchor build. You should see password. Okay, so I'm not sure what the next step is here, so I'm going to screenshot and just say this is where we're at. What should we do next? Awesome, sounds great. I just attached a screenshot where we're at. Let me know the best next steps here. Thank you. All right, so I just sent in this screenshot. This should give us a better idea what we got going. So we made it pretty much through step 2 here. But before we put this in, I just wanted to make sure that we're in the right spot. Okay, so Ayush, let's see what you got here. So managing clipping agency for a while. Very good at managing Discord server, making them since 2018, managing clipping. I see. Yeah, you should link up with Bane. Bane, you guys should chat. I guess you guys can chat in Discord, but see if there's overlap or like something potential here, you know? Okay. Okay. Ran 3 commands. Okay, sweet. So now we just need to run the anchor build again. All right. Let's see. Is it going to work this time? Run with Rust environment to display backtrace. Okay. Successfully built programs. BTC. It doesn't look like it worked. Okay. That's okay. So we're gonna... Oh, it says if error, still copy and paste the new screenshot. Okay. All right, so this is where we're at. It looks like it is not quite working yet, which is all good. So now if we take a step back and you look at where we're at based on your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains with superhuman expertise in all areas relevant to where we are and picking the best next steps, what do you think would be the best next steps for us to take? Okay. This is running. I'll be right back. All right. Let's see. See where we're at. Okay, so it's still trying to figure out what the best path is. So if you look at the prompt, it thought for a minute and 20 seconds to figure out kind of what the best steps for us to take would be. Okay, thread, main panic, SDK. All right, you know what? DM me in Discord, and we'll continue the conversation there. We might be able to figure something out. All right, you've done everything right so far. Cargo build. I can't find Solana SDK binaries, where I expect them to be. We already moved the Solana release into the standard install route, but how we place it is likely off by one directory level. Interesting. Yeah, so we're probably off by one directory level. The tarbell we unpack gives a structure like, okay. So I think we're close. How much time do we got left on this? Right now, a minute a minute we'd be fucked. An hour and 7 seconds. Hour and 7 seconds left. Okay. Here we go. How we play. So let's see what's going on here. So the tarbell we unpack give a structure like this. The official installer usually produces something like this. Right now we likely have the use cargo build. Let's fix the layout. Okay, so run these commands on the droplet. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna copy and paste what's in there. Okay, let's see. Rename, okay, back to top, okay. Now your structure will be local share Solana install releases bin. Okay, that's perfect. Then refresh the active release. Okay. Okay, I'm doing this stuff at the bottom. I'll bring this down here. Okay. So we refreshed it at the bottom. Now we want the path to point to local share. So run export path home. Okay, so we're gonna run this. Local share install releases. Okay, so sanity check. local share Solana, install. Do I paste this in? 1.822, okay. Install, okay. And then step 3, back in your program directory, okay. I'm gonna copy this. All right, let's hope this runs. Let's see. Main, okay. Thread, wrap error, no such directory or file found. Rust, okay. Okay. We're gonna run this. Okay. We're just gonna send a screenshot here. Okay. So it didn't compile. Here we go. All right, so we did our best to try and follow the instructions. Maybe we missed something, but with all that said, this is where we're at. So would love to hear your thoughts on what we do next. Thank you for helping with this. All right, we're going back to the Fonk. We had this other like non-Fonk, and I feel like that ruined our vibe. Here we go. We're back on the Fonk. New wrapper, okay. No, switching to Docker might simplify things. Switching to Docker? You've pushed this. All right. We might be, okay, really far. At this point, we learned something. Solana CLI is installed and working. I feel like we're going to come down to the wire on this. Coming down to the wire. Okay, but eventually every Anchor build still crashes inside cargo build SBF. Okay. Guys, this is the benefit of having done this once, because now in the future, we will do it perfectly. But we're learning. The Anchor builds are crashing inside cargo build SBF. It could be a problem with our code that we have in Git. Maybe. I guess we'll see. We'll see once ChatGPT loads. We're down. Okay, let's see. We tried manually unpacking Solana, moving it, reshaping the directory, updating path, and cargo build is still unhappy with the SDK layout. We could keep reverse engineering exactly what directory is looking for, but that's just burning time. Given your goal of getting this working and ship fast, the smartest move now is to stop fighting the local tool chain and let the official Anchor Docker image build your program. The Docker image comes with a known good Solana SDK, cargo build configured properly, Anchor and Rust all wired up. We mount your program into the container, run Anchor build inside, and get the compiled program out on the host. that sidesteps the path SDK weirdness. New plan. Use Anchor's Docker image to build and later deploy. We'll keep using this VPS, but treat it as a host for Docker builds. Install Docker on the droplet from your droplet shell. Okay. Interesting. You should see a Docker version printed. Okay. So we are going to install Docker. Okay. We don't give up, baby. We keep going. It seemed like the problem was that the Anchor build is crashing inside of our cargo build SBF. Okay. Which server should be restarted? Okay. All right, so we went through and put in that command to install Docker, and it started working and then put up this screen. What would be the best next steps for us? All right. Analyzing the image. I'm guessing that we're just going to click enter, but I want to make sure that if we need to click on something else, we click on something else. Okay, some system, leave everything unchecked. Okay. Reason Docker installs. Just so best option, leave everything unchecked and click OK. Okay, and click enter. After pressing enter, run Docker version. Okay. No container needs to be restarted. Okay, restart service. Blah, 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 blah. All right, we got Docker in. Docker. All right, sweet. So now we're gonna finish installing. Okay, we got 28.22. Once Docker's installed, we run this. Okay. Unable to find image. Docker Anchor build. Try this again. Okay. I'm gonna send a screenshot of where we're at. Oops. Sounds great. This is where we are at. It looks like we got Docker installed, but started running into these messages. Based on your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains, what do you think we should do? All right. We're getting close, guys. We're getting close. ChatGPT's working. We're in the final hour. You got the hour countdown. All right, welcome back, Bane. Welcome back. You know, sometimes nature calls. Sometimes nature calls. Well, the funk is on, the vibes are high, and we are gonna get this. We're gonna get this done. We're showing off our vibe coding skills. Okay. Let's see. Okay, the update tells us something very specific, is what ChatGPT is saying. From the bottom of your screenshot. Okay. Error response from Damon. Okay. Ayush, I agree. We have trained our bot on what needs to get done. We are building like a pro right now. The thing is this GPT chain's running really slow. I think we're gonna have to migrate it over soon. Because it is slowing us down. All right, ChatGPT. Rapido. All right. Docker is installed. The droplet can't reach. Anchor requires authentication, though the repo itself might be public. So the fix is log Docker with read permissions. You already did something for cloning the repo. This is essential. Okay. Create a GitHub. Okay, so I got to go to GitHub. Avatar settings, developer settings. Okay, I'm just going to do this on the bottom screen. You guys can trust me that I'm doing this. So click on the avatar. Settings. Okay. Personal access tokens. Where's personal access? Choose either fine-grained or pat. Personal access tokens. Just gonna control F. All right. Okay, either fine-grained or pat. Left scroll down to developer settings. Oh, developer settings. There we go. Okay, developer settings. Okay, here we go. Personal access token. Okay. Fine-grained tokens. All right, guys, we're doing it. All right. If you use a fine-grained token resource, okay. Repositories. If you use a classic token. Generate the token and copy it somewhere safe. All right. Generate new token. Okay. And then use a classic. Generate the token and copy it somewhere safe. All right. I'm just gonna make sure I'm doing this right. So I'm gonna take this screenshot. I'm close to generating the token. I'm just on this page where I have to fill out this information. Could you let me know how to fill it out in the best way possible? And then I will click generate token at the bottom. All right. And so after we generate the token, it looks like we're gonna go back into Docker, put the username and the password, and log in. Okay. All right, I think we got a good game plan here. Okay. Put in the token name. Put in this description. Then repository access. The GitHub. Okay, pick public repositories. Okay. Permissions. Okay. This is a critical part. I gotta add a permission and then set as read. Where's read? Add permissions, packages, read. Where's packages? I don't see that. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Send some screenshots. These are the options for adding permissions. So I will follow exactly what you want me to do. Just let me know what you want me to click in here. All right. Ayush, that's actually a very good idea. I'm going to do that. Ayush said that I could save the chat and upload it to a new chat. Okay, fill out classic tokens. Okay. You're creating fine grain, but fine grain not split. That's why you see packages. So the correct move is create personal access token, classic, not fine grained. Oh, okay. So I need to go to the other place. I gotta go to classic. Classic. Generate new token. General. Okay. Fill out classic. Okay. Read packages. You must use a classic token. Okay. After you generate the classic token, which read token do I do? You do not need read pass. You said, oh, we just need read pack. Okay. Okay, easy. Generate token. All right. Person used. Okay. Then I copy it. And then, all right, guys, I think we're, all right. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Now I'll show you the guys at the bottom screen. All right, so we're gonna try and run Docker again, or log in for Docker. And then username, and then I'm gonna move this to the other screen and paste in password. Let's go. Login success. Okay. Pull the anchor image. All right. Ayush, I like your idea of copying the chat. Manifest unknown. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull this chat. So you said share and then download as PDF. Oh, just in the chat, tell ChatGPT to generate a PDF, or is there like a... Oh, okay. All right, so I want to take the entire context and everything that we've chatted about in this entire chat and put it all into a PDF, a long PDF document. That way we can upload it and give full context elsewhere. Thank you so much. Please create the final PDF with everything that we've discussed in this entire chat history. All right, I am very curious if this will work. That would be sweet if it does. All right, let's do the option that you think would give the best context, that if we're trying to start a new chat and get all the information in, we'd be able to get the best possible answers because it will have full context of everything that we've done and we're looking to do. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so Ayush, it was running into this. I asked it to do the chat and it couldn't export the full raw chat history. But it said that it can give the context. Please use your superhuman intelligence in relevant domains to get the best possible document created. Thank you. Yeah, this is a really long chat. Yeah, Spain. I'm always keeping it at the superhuman level intelligence operations. All right. We're down to 40 minutes. So we're gonna need to get this thing working quick. All right. Well, we ran into this build challenge. I might as well get this build challenge into here so it can continue working. So we logged in successfully, but then the anchor image pull didn't work. So yeah, I mean, we'll see what we're able to do.
Hi, babe. I'm glad you called. I've been wanting to talk to you, too. I miss you. Call me. Bye.
All right, here we go. We got the Fonk playlist ripping, Ayush. we keep the vibes high. We keep funk playing. Let's see. We got some people who they want to see the magic here. It's okay that they don't feel like chatting. They like watching our back and forth, I guess. All right, as you can see, ChatGPT keeps freezing. This is why we are trying to start a new chat on ChatGPT. Because it's at the point now where it's slowing us down to wait on ChatGPT, and that's what we can't have. So we need a new chat to get going. We need a new chat. All right, yeah, I agree. We do have to go through this music. The music was ruining my ability to think properly. Okay. Do you guys know Two Friends? I kind of just want to play. I want to play the mix that I would play back in college, but it is copyright protected. So I'm like wondering if I play it or not. Okay, what is going on with my ChatGPT right now? Yeah, if everyone bets in one direction, what'll happen is that you'll just get the money back because there'll be no payout. Okay. All right. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. I need to start a new ChatGPT chat. All right. I'm gonna say it's still loading. We're gonna start a new ChatGPT chat, and then we're gonna be lightning fast. Gonna be lightning fast after we get that. Okay. We're gonna try a different funk playlist. Copyright free. Hopefully this one's better. Okay. Full context. Download file. Let's see this file. Okay. Yep, this looks good. This looks good. All right. Amazing. Thank you so much. Now, could you please come up with the best comprehensive prompt that we can use in a new AI chat that will give the best possible context with your superhuman prompt writing capabilities? Come up with the best prompt that we can upload, and then I'll also simultaneously attach the PDF that you just created. All right, we're going to a new chat, and then we'll be moving quickly again. We're having it write the prompt for the next chat, and then we'll keep the ball rolling. Yeah, I mean, Solana fees are so minimal though, you know? Okay. Okay, system prompt. There we go. Look at this prompt. Amazing. That sounds great. Please take your time to continue looking through everything and feel free to ask any questions as needed. But if you're ready, I can give you the screenshot of where we're at in Docker and the build process. All right. And then I'm actually going to say in here, awesome, sounds great. I gave it the prompt and that context. Now I want to continue working with it on the exact spot that we were at in Docker. Should I just upload the last screenshot? Or is there anything else? Please give me the best final prompt to give to it so I can just continue building with it exactly where we left off. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get this prompt loaded into the other one. Then this other chat is gonna be our new chat. Okay. So now we have the full context loaded. And if you can also base, okay. Okay. So now, all right. Sounds great. It looks like we just ran into this section where we logged in to Docker. And now we are at this point. Based on your superhuman intelligence, what do you think we should do? All right, here we go. Okay. Ayush, that's what we're talking about, man. We're locked and loaded, and GPT is running fast now. That's what we like to see. What do you mean that today's stream is very less boring than yesterday? Dude, every stream we do is unbelievably exciting. You would have no idea that this was not a multi-million-dollar production. All right, here we go. This is like a real show. Okay. Oh, my assistant got here 30 minutes early. She's here. All right. I see. Well, we'll keep it exciting every day. Feel free to chat every day, guys. Wait, I'm gonna call my assistant real quick. I might have to go get her. She might be outside. All right, guys. All right. So we are on the clock because she is here. I told her that we'll try and get through it, but yeah, we're in ultra speed mode. So let's see where we're at. That means the image exists, but instead of choosing, okay, we want to run the Anchor build. So on the VPS, create a Docker file for Anchor builds. Okay. Are we missing something? So build the Docker image. Do we do this all in this? I think we just copy this, right? Create a Docker file in this directory. Okay. We're speed running. Now that we got ChatGPT locked and loaded, we should be fast though. Okay. And then I'm gonna copy this. It's a master, a big one. Okay. It looks like that worked. Your anchor. Okay. Step 2, build the Docker image. It says it might take a few minutes. Seeing build context. Okay. Download file complete. All right. All right, we're rocking and rolling. So we just look at how long this would take to frickin' create. We just did this instantly. Okay, so we did that. We did this big prompt, toss that in, and now we're building the Docker image. Okay, so a few minutes, first time, Rust, Solana, Anchor install. Step 3, sanity check the image. Run a quick version check inside the container. Guys, this thing's going to town. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, Ayush, we are back. She's gonna be coming in at 12. Or she's here, but she's just gonna I think do some stuff in her car until we finish up. Because guys, we have this timer going. We gotta finish this. I'm competitive, dude. I want to get this done. I feel like there's a shot. I just want to get like, I just want to get it wired up. We've got 25 minutes. I feel like we can do this. We got kind of held up for a second, but I feel like that's possible. We got GPT running now. GPT's cooking. But Ayush, you are right. We will likely need a fourth stream to really lock in. But look at all this work it's done. I agree, Ayush. Well, that and then GPT took a little bit with loading some of these things. We have spent more time than I've wanted just waiting for ChatGPT on stuff. But guys, this is the nature of building the future. Sometimes it takes more than a few hours. Okay, downloading installer, blah, blah, blah. All right, I will check Slack later today. All right, updating. Okay. It's running. Yeah, Yush, we have been cranking. Let's see if we can get this thing done. We are close. We are close. I just want to get this thing live. I feel like we're so close to getting this live. Actually, I'm gonna check Slack right now. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. So this thing is still compiling. Okay, so we're getting close. Oh, Ayush, Slack is just like for my the internal teams. It's not like Discord. So this is still compiling. Yeah. There's so many different communication channels and so many things to stay on top of between like now the streaming and then the stuff that I still have to do for, you know, the companies and everything else. It's like a lot to juggle. And now we got the Discord going. We're about to get the Clippers going. But I think it all will tie in nicely together. But yes, I need to catch up on a ton of messages. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is still compiling here from that last command that we sent over. We ran the initial clipping test with the first community. We're kicking off 2 right now. And after we see how they all perform, we're going to look at where to like double down the efforts. And if multiple ones perform well, then we can go with multiple. But it's the whole clipping thing is new to me. So I got to see how it actually works. And if it actually works well to drive attention based on the cost, and if it's something we can double down on. Well, Ayush, I'm going to have to message you on Discord because right now we've got a couple of things going and I want to at least let these initial campaigns go off before we finish kicking anything else off. But I will message you in Discord or on one of the channels where you reached out. Okay. Okay, so okay, here we go. Okay, it looks like it just finished up. So, well, a quick version of the container. Okay, so I'm just going to screenshot this and say, all right, so this is where we're at. It just finished running that initial command that we put in that you recommended. What do you think would be the best next steps? We're happy to put in whatever you think makes the most sense. All right. Okay, so skip the AVM install, just rely on the anchor not install. Okay, it looks like the command install returned a non-zero one. Nice. The error is coming from this line of Docker binary already present. We don't actually, okay. Edit the Docker file. Current tail. Okay, so we're gonna just follow these steps. Place the phone. Okay. I'm not a coder, so I don't know what this means. So I am just going to say we are here. What do we do? Wait, whoops. Do a better screenshot than that. This is where we're at. What should we do next? Swap those files out. Edit the bottom of the Docker file. To use the arrow keys, go down to this section. Install Anchor. Delete those 3 lines and replace them with. Okay. We gotta delete these. with that. Okay. Then save. Okay. Control 0 enter. Oops. Justify paragraph. Yes. Back at the shell. Control 0. Okay. Wait, did it do what we needed? Install anchor. Run AP. Wait, did it do what we needed it to do? Looks like that didn't work. Error writing. All right, let me just screenshot this. All right, so I was trying to get it working and replace those areas. I think I did, but then it seemed like it reverted, and then I tried it again, and then I ran into this. So what do you think would be the best next steps for us? Let's see here. I know, bro. I'm locked in. I'm trying to get this done, dude. I get so locked in, I forgot I was on stream. I was just like, let's get this thing working, dude. All right. On project root. Okay. The clean Docker. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's exit this. How do I get out of this? Save modified buffer. It's gonna do, yes. Go exit. Okay. I don't know how to get out of this, so I'm just gonna X that out. All right. We're going Super Saiyan mode, going quickly. New PowerShell. All right, let's see. All right, so we were running into issues on how to exit the PowerShell. So we restarted the PowerShell and pasted that command that you had in part number 1. And here's a screenshot of where we're at. Based on your superhuman intelligence and relevant domains, let us know what you think the best next step would be. Okay. In the PowerShell. I see. So here we go. We need the droplet IP. I see. What was... Oh, wait. I know what it is. Here we go. Sounds great. Here is our IP. All right, I'll catch you later, Ayush. All right, we're in the final 7 minutes. Here we go. I'm trying to go max speed for you guys. Here we go. All right. What did we put as our password? Let's see. All right, this might be the password. No such host is known. All right. New release. Okay, I think we're in. Okay, so now we are going to our project root. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll see if we can get this final piece working as much as possible in these last few minutes. Awesome. We just tried to log in. Here's where we're at. What do you think the best next steps will be? All right, guys, we're locked in. We're locked in. We're grinding. I'm gonna try and get this, as much of it done as possible. It's looking like we're probably gonna need a 4th stream though. All right. So this is what GPT is telling us. We gotta overwrite the Docker file. Okay. Okay, we just pasted that in. Okay. And hit enter. It should immediately return with no error. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Docker build. Please. Fingers crossed. All right. Just so you guys can see, I'll show you on ChatGPT exactly where we are. Okay, so we're on the build the Docker image. We just put this prompt in. If this fails, screenshot the bottom. If it succeeds, check versions and run anchor build. All right, we'll see if this fails or succeeds, but I think that this, either way, is our last attempt on this stream. You know, although we didn't get the app 100% functioning, we made a lot of progress. We learned a lot, and we're getting close. I don't know about you guys, but I can feel it. You know, we are right at the finish line. We're right at the finish line. And sometimes we just need a little bit more massaging, but we are close. We are very, very close. The Docker image still in BTC. Okay. Okay, so if this passes, who knows if this is going to pass? If it does, then we're going to be into Anchor deploy for DevNet and then wiring it onto the front end. Our front end's looking good. And just as it's compiling, I want to show you guys where we're at with this. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. We've got a beautiful front end, fully hooked up with the wallet. Then we've got the admin side. I guess the one thing is we will need admin permissions. So not anyone can go into the admin. Oh wait, connected wallet is not the admin wallet. So we're gonna have to get all that figured out. But we're close, guys. We're close. It was ambitious to try and get it all working today. But, you know, you got to aim high. Aim high, shoot for the stars. Be close. Okay. Final 2 minutes. Okay. Warning, build failed. Waiting on other job to finish. Locked, return to non-zero code 101. What does that mean? All right. All right, so this is what it returned when we ran step 2 to build the Docker image. If we take a step back, evaluate, and think through everything with your superhuman intelligence in all relevant domains, what do you think is the best approach for us and what's going on? All right, final minute. We're gonna end with a final piece of knowledge, and then I'm gonna kick it off. Make sure you join the Discord, because in Discord you'll be able to know when we go live. You're gonna be on the inside circle. You'll be in the inner loop. You'll know everything that's going on, and you'll know when we're going live, finishing this product. Okay, this is a good failure. We know what's going wrong. We don't want to edit Anchor's dependency toolchain Mac. Use an older Rust toolchain inside the Docker image that is compatible. Update Docker file to pin Rust on the droplet in the project root. Modify the Rust section. Okay. I'm gonna give one final prompt. Sounds great. Thank you so much. I want to do one final pause and give you time to think and really think through if this is the best final approach. Let's really evaluate, because it's an important decision point. Let's make sure we're making the absolute best final decision here. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh, gotta turn that off. It's loud. All right, guys. All right. We've hit the countdown. We've hit 0. Okay. Option A is the right call. Okay. All right, guys. So we've got a good game plan for the next stream when we continue. We're in a much better place than where we were when we started the stream. We're very close. I got to go get started with Lena now that she's here. But until the next stream, I will catch you guys.